All right, talking TCU football. The Horned Frogs off to a 5-0 start. Melissa Treebwasser joins us from Frogs O' War. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, of course, for the best in college football coverage across the nation. The audio versions are available on Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher. Just search Mark Rogers TV. So Alex Delton takes over quarterback for K-State. A pretty highly regarded K-State addition coming into the season in the top 25 preseason. Of course, they drop the 14-7 low-scoring game at Vandy, the Texas game in overtime as well. You've seen a little bit of Kansas State. Do we expect to see a heavy run and maybe just check downs in the passing game, and that's about it this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting. And talking with some of the fellas over at Bring on the Cats, we did a Q&A with us this week on Frogs of War. They just don't really believe in Alex Delton as a passer yet. That being said, it would not surprise me if this kid comes out, throws the ball 40 times for 400 yards. I mean, with a Bill Snyder team, you just never know. I don't think he's got the accuracy, obviously, of Jesse Ertz. And Jesse Ertz was still only a 50% passer, but made the right play more often than not and just kind of understood how to move the ball down the field in a way that Delton, who has, far less experience, is probably going to struggle with. And with the TCU secondary that's so veteran and so smart and really has such a good grasp on the 4-2-5, I doubt they're going to try to be aggressive through the air, and instead are going to really try to move the ball on the ground, like you said, and also rely on the short passing game, the slant routes, things like that. Frogs struggled tremendously against those inside slant routes against West Virginia, but of course they have a pretty good wide receiver quarterback duo there in Morgantown, so that was to be expected. Delton is such a slippery runner. Ertz is a little bit more powerful and probably one of the smartest quarterbacks I've ever seen running the football and just understanding how to get extra yardage. Delton is just so athletic. Watching him play against Texas, they had no answer for him, even though they were really calling the same three plays over and over again. And so getting him on film is probably really, really helpful for Gary Patterson in that TCU defense. But I think he's going to be tough to bring down, and TCU struggled to bring down Will Grier. Delton is definitely an even slippier runner than Grier is.
Yeah, Delton, 79 yards in the Texas game. He came in, led them back from a touchdown deficit to go to OT against the Longhorns. Jesse Ertz is going to be out for multiple weeks, should make it back sometime this season, but he's going to be out for a while. And we've got little on Delton with 5 pass attempts, but he is a good runner, as you mentioned right there.